Well, pavilion housing the homeless at night at Grace Marketplace is still open despite several plans to close it.
WUFT's Leah Harding reports on why it hasn't closed and who's funding the operation.
It may look like only a pavilion, but it is a suitable place to sleep for those without a home. Because of a lack of funding, Grace Marketplace chose to staff a dorm for the homeless to sleep in at night instead of continuing to staff the pavilion. They simply did not have the funding to operate both at the same time. But the city of Gainesville agreed to pay more than $6,000 to keep the pavilion open.
At our last meeting, the coalition was going to be closing the pavilion down because of the budget crunch that they're in, and we felt like it was an important part of the operation out there, so we wanted to try to help them fund it for at least another month while they understand better what their money is being spent on.
And that includes costs for food for people who are out there, for maintenance, and then for just staffing the place and having one staff person for about 50 people.
The city requested that Grace Marketplace keep a log of how many people stay in the shelter each night, so the city can determine if the services need to continue.
18 people slept in the pavilion last night, but since the pavilion was supposed to close on October 1st, the number of people sleeping in here every night has continued to go down. The maximum capacity is at 56.
The funding for the pavilion is only for a month and will expire on November 5th. Chase says he hopes the funding for the pavilion will continue.
I mean, the coalition that's running, has a contract with us, knows that we think it's an important thing, and that they've been trying to find money, and at some, they're going to be able to figure out a way to keep it open. I think without just always asking for money.
If the pavilion fills up, Dignity Village, the tent city behind the pavilion, is always an option. Leah Harding, WUFT News.
The pavilion is open to the homeless from 7 p.m. to 9 a.m. and is locked during the day.